Hello and welcome back. I am here to do another ink review video, and this one is a sample and it's by Organic Studio, and the ink is called Aldous Huxley. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and if not, that's typical of me. So we are going to test this on the swatch card and 3 types of paper. I swatched these on copy paper, HP 32 paper, which is just a more fancy copy paper, and Tomo River paper to see if the ink performs differently, or to see how it performs differently. And let's give this a go on the swatch card real quick. And already this is a very beautiful, like, teal or turquoisey blue. Does anybody know the difference between teal and turquoise in ink colors? Because it seems like whenever I see one that's listed as teal or one that's listed as turquoise, they could be the same color or a totally different color. And I don't know if there's any like actual standard. But this is really pretty. So far it's like, I see the blue and it's like either it's turning green or it has green tones to it. I don't know. So far, that's really pretty, and it hasn't even done anything yet. All right, let's write the name on here. Okay. And I don't think this one has shimmers in it. Let me just double check. No shimmers, but it's definitely like a two-tone blue-green of some kind. It's really a pretty color. Okay, I'm going to set that aside to dry, and what we'll start with is the copy paper. And I like to do this because I want to see how the ink is really going to look. You know, if I don't have a certain type of fancy paper, I still want to know what the ink is going to look like. So this is a good way to do it. You can get a sample instead of a full bottle, and then just test it out on the papers that you have available and see if you like it. And if it, you know, if you like the way it performs, then you know that that's a good bottle to get. This is copy paper. So already this color is very, very pretty. Even without any other special effects. There's a tiny bit of feathering, but that usually doesn't bother me because on copy paper almost everything feathers anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But it does look like a tiny bit of shading is visible. So this might be a good one to use on any paper that you have laying around, so that's a good sign. Let's try this HP 32 paper. Put this here, and if I can find a link to this ink, I'll put it down below. This one I bought from Goulet Pens, and I have a link. I do already have a link for that, I believe, in the description somewhere. All right. This paper is a lot more smooth than regular copy paper, so it's nicer to write on, and the ink typically performs better. It feels better to write on this paper. This is HP 32, and I have an Amazon link down below, an affiliate link, if you want this paper. It should be easy to get on Amazon. This already looks better. This color looks, you can see the shading better on this paper. And the teal or turquoise or whatever is a lot deeper. You see that? The color looks more flat here, and over here it has so much more depth. It's way nicer on this paper. And, you know, so that's usually what happens is I'll try it on both papers, and on the HP 32 it just almost always looks better. Some inks, you know, they look about the same, but most of them there's a dramatic, or at least a noticeable difference And I would consider this to be one of those more dramatic differences. And this is the Tomoe River paper. So of course already the paper is smoother feeling and this flows very nicely. I'm going to see if we can get any additional information by drawing some lines more smoothly. I write really fast and I've noticed that seems to affect how the ink performs. So I need to slow down. I'll try it on the HP 32 also. Let's get that out of the way here. Draw some slow lines and see if we can see anything additional. Okay, I'm going to put the cap on this before I spill it. Oh, that's neat. So on the pen, I don't know if the camera will even show this, but it has some kind of like a sheen, like a red sheen to it on the pen. That's usually, for me, it's usually a bad sign. It usually means the ink won't come off. Nope, it came off. We're fine. Okay, good. All right. So no worries there. All right, so the lines didn't show me anything different. It's still the same, the nice shading. Here's that HP 32. It looks like it needs a moment to dry still, but we can check out down here. So I'm hoping that the camera will pick this up. It starts out as like a very light teal blue, and then it goes dark immediately. So there's definitely more shading on this. And up in here in the writing, there's just a little bit of shading there as well. Every time the pen, like if I do a lighter stroke, it comes out much more of that teal blue, and then the darker spots are the darker blue. And yep, there it is, see? Now see the sheen going around here, and on the inside you are starting to see, as the ink dries, that red I was talking about, that was on the pen when I showed you the pen. So it was there, it wasn't my imagination. Let me give this a second to dry. You know, I wonder if it came out in that. Okay, yeah, so, okay, this is the swatch card we made. So in the writing, around the U, the Y down here, around the A, I'm seeing that red, I guess it's a sheen, that must be what it is. And then around here, around this loop that I made, around the edges, it's like the edging on the ribbon. Very, very pretty. Down here, there's a spot. Anyways, I hope the camera is picking that up. I hope it's in focus. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of like a sheen to this. So, is that dry now? It looks like it's basically dry. Okay. So I want to show you how dramatic the difference is between the Tomoe River and the copy paper. They don't even look like the same ink. And that's why I do these swatches, because you're going to see a swatch like this one on the website, but then when you write with it on your paper, it's going to look like this, unless you have the nice paper. Then it'll look like it's supposed to. So that's why I do these, because sometimes, you know, if I get a new journal, or if I want to take a pen to work and I want to just use this on regular copy paper, I want to know what it's going to look like so that I'm not confused when I start writing, like, what color is this? I don't remember putting this in my pen, you know. So this helps me decide what to do. So this, I mean, I would still use it just like this. This color is beautiful, regardless. But this is amazing with all that shading and everything and sheen that's coming through. And then here it is on the on the HP 32 paper. So it's still a beautiful color on the HP 32, a very like rich teal or turquoise color. But then on here on the Tomoe River paper, it's just a little bit extra. So this will show you, depending on what you're going for, like maybe you want this shade and not the darker shade, and so you'd be happier with it on copy paper. So then you would know, okay, I can get this, but I'll use it on copy paper or on cheaper papers. So that's why I do this, so that, you know, I and you also can enjoy our inks to their fullest potential, and we can be happy with the inks that we buy. So those are the swatches I did on the paper. Here is the swatch card. And if there are any inks or you know, any types of like pen accessories or anything that you'd like to see me review, let me know. If I have them or if I can get them, we can do a review of them. And like and subscribe if you enjoyed this so you can see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.